host for ESPN's First Take, my day job, where she has been the last 10 years. Last night, she abruptly resigned as the host of the show. And to say that I'm quite sad about it is an understatement. Molly is a coworker. Molly is somebody that I have leaned on many occasions in the past, as she has done when it comes to me. We've been partners on the show for the last 10 years. And a lot of times some of these things happen and it's just uncomfortable to see. The details, quite frankly, are none of y'all business. But it's not as if I know all the details. It was a contract negotiation that was going on. ESPN certainly did not want to lose her, but in the end, she made a decision. Miss Molly Qerim, you see from her Instagram post, her Instagram story last night, after much reflection, I've decided it's time to close this incredible chapter and step away from First Take. Hosting this show has been one of the greatest honors of my career. Every morning I had the privilege of sharing the desk with some of the most brilliant, passionate, and entertaining voices in sports, and with all of you, the best fans in the world. To be blunt, it came as a shock. I was not aware that this is something that she was contemplating doing. But in the end, she made her decision. And we have to move on as a show. I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. Because I appreciate her and what she has meant to me, what she has meant to the show, what she has meant to the network, what she's meant to the business. And I'm going to miss her. It's just that simple. But we all make decisions that we deem to be in our best interest. You see from her Instagram, that story is for her to tell. Do I have an idea? Of course I do. Am I going to share it with you? No. Because again, that's her story to tell. But I do think it's important that I started off the show by just acknowledging my love and appreciation for her and what she's meant to me and what she's meant to the show. Because over the years, over the last decade or so, the things that we've accomplished, she was right. She was right there. And we can talk about me being the star of my daily television show. We can talk about the contributors that have been stars as well. We can even talk about me doing this show right now. You know, it's a hell of a lot easier to have a second job when the first job is made so easy because you're working with somebody that makes it easy for you. And that's what she did for me personally. And so because of that, I just wanted to wish her the best, let her know the love is always here. We've got nothing but love for her. That story is.
Yeah, so Monday was the last day, and she says, might be looking at other networks she's not working in, but like I said, 10 years she's working there, and she's done in First Take ESPN. So go ahead, Rodney, man, what's your take on it?
That's right, D. We got 127 people watching us right now. Guys, make sure y'all hit that like button or hit the dislike button. It helps us get into the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in.
That
So
man.
Stephen A. Smith. Okay, this is I love Stephen A. Smith. He very blunt, honest, to the real, to the point. Love it. Now a lot of people are speculating that Stephen A. The reason why Marty left is because her contract negotiation didn't go that well because Stephen A. Smith is the one that's getting paid top dollars. They say by the end of this year he will be making $40 million. 40 Hakeem and Jordan. $40 million. They say that's one of the reasons why Shannon Sharp got let go too, allegedly, because the simple fact is they didn't gonna have enough money to pay Shannon Sharp. So I think it's the same thing happened with Molly. Molly didn't pretty much, even though she fit well with the first take. However, I didn't the contract negotiation didn't go well, and they give me Stephen A. Smith that bag. To me, at this point, go ahead, let Stephen A. have his own show and let First Take do their thing because Stephen A. he's the star. He's the star. Just have his own. Just have his own show. His own show. Go ahead, Akeem.
Now, fellas, y'all gonna hear me say this for the first time. If I'm ever give any woman credit, it's Molly. That woman deserved to get paid. That woman is an exemplary sports commentator. I've always loved her take. She's been stand up. She's never attacked men, never brought men personal business up. Am I wrong, fellas?
Yeah, it's a sports show. You shouldn't attack men.
No, no, no. But listen here, listen here. You know that other girl who be attacking, who always bring up black men's business on the front foot. What's that girl with the braids?
You talking about Malika Andrews?
Yes, Malika Andrews. Molly, Molly, and mind you, it's sad to say that Molly is a white woman. Molly's a white woman, a beautiful, exemplary white woman who loves and cares. Pay that girl the money. We need to decrease Stephen A. Smith money to pay Molly. We deserve Molly on that show. I love her and I care for her, and I pray she get a better deal next time.
I'll just say it like this. You know, usually, when you're a sports moderator, I'm surprised he lasts for 10 years because usually, like shows like this, moderators, you know, they usually change at the minimum for 3 to 5 years. You know, because before Molly, there was a few others and everything. If you looked at Undisputed, there was a few changes there as well. So I'm really surprised she lasted this long. You know, I think she welcomed her stay. Thinking, when it comes to ESPN, it's first take, it's dominated by males and everything. So, being in their room, talk with Stephen A. Smith at the time, Shannon Sharp, Ken Noonan, and everything, experts and players who play in their professional sport and everything, you know, it's hard, for women to really voice that. Usually they'll start it off, and after that they'll end it. And so, and I don't know that she wanted like be spread out around ESPN, which I think ESPN didn't want her to do that. So, um, she did a good 10 years there. Molly Carroll, she really held it down. But unfortunately, since her time was to leave. And, hopefully in the next few months or next year or so, we'll see her in a different network. If it's not sports, maybe somewhere in the news or something like that. So it won't be the last time we see Mark Kelly on the television. We'll just see her in a different network, hopefully.